Yep. Want to read? Thank you, I will purchase you immediately. Well, hello peoples on the internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so for today's video, it is finally once again time for the claw to pick the books that I'm going to be reading for this month. You guys know this is literally my favorite time of the month. Every time I get so excited about these videos and I just cannot wait to see what my claw picks for this month. And also, you guys have been helping me out with names to name the claw, which I'm going to get into in a few minutes. But first of all, I just want to say that this video is actually being sponsored by Byzance. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's video. So Byzance is this new app where you can talk to people in chat rooms, and is also a free app, an ad-free app where you can talk to anyone who is currently reading the same book as you. Or you can talk to people who have also read the same book as you, or people who are wanting to read the same book as you. You can talk to people in chat rooms based on if you've read the book, if you're currently reading it, or you want to read it. You can all gather in this chat room and talk about the book. As I said, this app is completely free and there is also no ads, which is just a bonus because when there's no ads on an app, it's just like a godsend, you know, like it makes me happy. And yes, so I'm going to be leaving links down below in the description to go and download the app, because there is a reason as to why I'm talking about Byzance, and that is because I am very excited to announce my A Court of Thorns and Roses read along, which I am going to be hosting over on the Byzance app. So if you guys want to participate in the read along with me and read ACOTAR for the very first time and discuss everything, we're going to be talking about this on the Byzance app. So if you guys want to participate in the read along, you can download the app and join me in the different chat rooms to talk about the book. This read along is going to be starting on March 6th. So if you guys want to start reading the book on the same date as me on March 6th, basically what you need to do on the Byzance app on the 6th of March, you need to search for A Court of Thorns and Roses on the app and say that you are currently reading it on the 6th of March. And then when that pops up, it's going to ask you if you want to join the cafe or the salon, and you need to join the salon, and that is where I will be, and we will all talk about the book as we're reading it. Also on there, you can tab when you're talking about spoilers, so none of us get spoiled, because I'm sure some of us are probably going to read a lot faster than others. So in that way, we just all can like avoid the spoilers if this is your first time reading ACOTAR. And yeah, I'm just so excited for this read along. I really hope so many of you guys can participate in. I'm also going to be doing a separate reading vlog about when I'm rereading this, so that's also going to go live when I finish reading the book. Yeah, I'm just so excited for this read along. You guys know this is one of my favorite books of all time. And also just thank you so much Byzance for sponsoring this video, and I just cannot wait to host my read along chats on the Byzance app. It's going to be so much fun. So now let's get back to the main topic at hand, which is deciding my TBR from my claw machine, which, by the way, if you guys watched my February TBR where my claw machine decided what books I was reading, I asked you guys what names I should name my claw machine, and I found my winner, and I'm so thankful for all of your comments, all of your suggestions of names to pick. It honestly was so hard. I had literally 3 names that I was just tossing between, and I couldn't pick one because they were just all so good, and you guys were so full of puns, which you know I stan, love a good pun. So I was very excited and I just loved all the names, but I have gone for, drum roll please, Claudine. Her name is now Claudine and I love her. Like, Claudine is a stan. She needs her own Instagram account. We need to start stanning her. She's just an icon. Like, we love Claudine. So I'm just so happy that we have a name for her now, and Claudine, and I can just refer to her as that now instead of the claw machine. It's Claudine. Like, we love that name. Now, also an update on my February TBR. As of right now, I'm pretty sure I am going to complete my February TBR. For the second month in a row, I actually completed my monthly TBR. I know I am just as shocked as you are. Honestly, did not see this coming. Didn't see this in my future. No one could have predicted this, but it has happened. It has happened. For some miracle, it has happened. And as I said, I am pre-recording this right now, so like February's still not over, and I'm still a little bit over halfway left of one of the books that was on the TBR, but I'm pretty sure I'll get it finished before February ends. So yes, I finished my February TBR again. I just love that for me. Anyways, let's just take a little recap once again at the bar chart and see basically the statistics from the last month's TBR picks. So as you can see, we have got basically one pull for 8 of the categories, and there are still several that haven't been pulled yet, so we shall see if any of those are going to get pulled in today's video. Now that we saw the bar chart and update on the statistics, I also asked you guys in my February TBR video to give me suggestions as to what order or what colors to pick for the balls going into March TBR. And one of you guys commented that I should Pick the colors according to which Hogwarts houses I resemble the most. As you guys know, in the claw machine we have the color purple, blue, green, yellow and red. So we have 5 colors in there, and 4 of those are the colors of the Hogwarts houses: Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff and Gryffindor, which are 4 of the colors that I have actually in the machine. So I saw this comment and I thought it was a great idea. That's how we're going to be picking the prompts for March. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into it, and let's just start seeing what books are going to end up on my TBR for this month. Really hoping somehow one of these prompts I can incorporate ACOTAR into it, because this is a book I'm planning on reading for my read along, so I'm really hoping I can figure a way to add this onto the TBR. But as you all know, like we should all know this, I am a Hufflepuff through and through, diehard Hufflepuff. We stan Hufflepuffs unite. So of course the first ball that I picked was a yellow ball. So let's open her up and see what's in here. Okay, so this one is Nonfiction. Okay, what could I read actually? I only have like autobiographies for nonfiction, and I really don't want to read a YouTuber book right now. Bear with, I need to go figure out something that I'm going to read, because nonfiction is definitely not a genre that I ever gravitate towards. Okay, so I found the book I'm actually going to read, which I'm actually very excited to read because I feel like this is going to be a really fun book. Well, actually, that's a bit morbid to say because it's not fun, but it's supposed to be funny, but like when you know the subject matter, you'd understand why I'm questioning why it's fun, if you know what I mean. So the book is This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay, and I'm just going to read the back to you because I cannot describe it myself because it's going to sound weird, but I'm just going to read the back to you instead. So it says, 97-hour weeks, life and death decisions, a constant tsunami of bodily fluids, and the hospital parking meter earns more than you do. Welcome to the life of a junior doctor. Scribbled in secret after endless days, sleepless nights, and missed weekends, Adam Kay's diaries provides a no-holds-barrier account of his time on the NHS frontline. Hilarious, horrifying, and heartbreaking, this is everything you wanted to know and more than a few things you didn't about life on and off the hospital ward. So this is a book I'm just really excited to read. I feel like it's going to be one of those books that's going to like stick with me for a while. Now you kind of understand why I like questioned when I said it was fun, because it's about a junior doctor working in a hospital, and I'm sure there's probably going to be really sad stories, and that's definitely going to be sad. Like, that's not fun. But also it says it's supposed to be funny, and every customer I've talked to about this in work says it's so funny, and I'm like wondering how that's going to be funny, but like we shall see. So the next ball that I got was the blue ball, which of course represents Ravenclaw, because I believe Ravenclaw is my second house, because every time I redo the new Pottermore quiz, I always get sorted into Ravenclaw. But like the first time I ever took it, and like the first couple of times I ever did it, I always got Hufflepuff. And now I always get Ravenclaw. So I can never decide what is my actual house, but I'm 100% sure I'm a Hufflepuff. Like, I cry over the stupidest things. I like to be positive all the time. I just feel like I'm a pure definition of a Hufflepuff. Like, not to brag, I just feel like I am a Hufflepuff. Like, Ravenclaw is definitely my second house because reading obviously is a thing I love and stuff. But like studying and like schoolwork and stuff is not a thing for me. Like, I absolutely hate it. So that part of being a Ravenclaw, I'm like, nah, that just can't suit me. So I believe Ravenclaw is definitely my second house. Anyways, that's a whole other video that I could get into a tangent about my Hogwarts houses. I need to actually see what's in the ball. So it is... Ooh, yes, a book on my top 20 books of 2020. This makes me so happy. So the book that I'm going to pick for this, I actually don't have physically because it's not out for another week or so. And that is going to be House of Earth and Blood, or Crescent City by Sarah J Maas. This is her new adult fantasy book, which I am so beyond excited to read. Like, I literally cannot wait to have this in my hands and read it and devour it. I know I'm gonna read it so fast, and I'm just so excited. I believe this one has werewolves and like angels somehow involved in it. I don't know too much about it, to be honest, because it's just by Sarah J Maas. She's one of my auto-buy authors because I just love all of her books, so I didn't really need to know what it was about. When I heard it was just a new adult fantasy series that she was coming out with, I was like, yep, want to read, thank you, I will purchase you immediately. So yes, that is one book that I get to add to my March TBR, and it's also a very big book. I think it's like 700 pages, so we love that for me. Then the next color that I have is the red one, which obviously represents Gryffindor, because I believe Gryffindor is my third house, even though Gryffindor and Slytherin I don't think I resemble like literally any of the characteristics of, because Gryffindors are like brave and stuff. I am not brave. No. Number one, scaredy cat right over here. Like, I will get scared very easily. It's not hard to do, and like, I'm not brave. Like, if someone was like, you need to be the person to go do this, I'm not gonna do it. Like, it's not gonna happen. Anyways, I keep going off on tangents talking about my Hogwarts houses. I need to see what's actually in the ball. It is a contemporary book. Okay, so we've got our first one where we've actually gotten it a second time, because we got contemporary book in my January TBR, so now we're getting it again in March. And what should I pick for this? I want to add ACOTAR. I need something that works for ACOTAR. Okay, so I actually found the perfect book that fits this, and I'm very happy about it, and that is going to be Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. And this is one I'm just so excited to read, because you guys know Becky Albertalli is one of my favorite authors of all time. She wrote my favorite book of all time, Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which you know I love and adore. And when I seen that she had a new book coming out, I of course bought it straight away, and I cannot wait to read this. I actually don't know too much about this one, except I know it follows a boy and a girl who go like door to door about getting people to go out and vote, or like who to vote for, because it's all about like local activism and stuff like that. So I feel like this might be a very empowering book to read, and I'm looking forward to reading it. It's also not the thinnest book. It's 436 pages, so clearly for the month of March, I just wanted to like make my TBR so incredibly thick, so impossible for me to achieve, because I've been going too well for January and February, that for March I was just like, nah, it ain't it, sis. So we have come to the final ball, which is my green one, which represents Slytherin, which I believe is my least house, like the one I least apply to. And so let's see what is in here. No, stop. Cut the cameras, dead ass.
Cut the cameras, dead ass.
It is Reread. This has to be a joke. Like, where are the cameras? I'm being punked. So, of course, because I got Reread, I am, of course, adding Sarah J Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses for my read-along. Like, this worked out so perfectly. I am so happy. That's great. Thriving. Absolutely thriving. Okay, so these are 3 of the books that are going to be on my TBR for this month. I also have House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas, which I just don't have right now, so I can't hold it physically. But we shall do a little recap. So the first prompt that I pulled was nonfiction, which is definitely not a genre I ever gravitate towards, and I definitely don't read enough nonfiction. And so for that I have This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. Then the next prompt was pick a book on your top 20 list for 2020. So for that I picked House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. And the next prompt was a contemporary book. So for that I have picked Yes, No, Maybe So. Finally, the last prompt was a reread. So of course I am going to be rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. So guys, that is my March TBR. They are the 4 books I'm going to be reading in the month of March, and I'm very excited about it, even though it's a very thick TBR and I'm gonna have a lot of reading to do. But you know what? March is a longer month. I've got more time. I can do this. I have the willpower and commitment and belief. Belief is what matters. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it, you know? So I am going to do it. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know down below what books you're planning on reading in the month of March. Have you already read some of these books? What were your thoughts on them? Also, don't forget to download the Byzance app, which is linked down below in the description, to join in the read along on March 6th. I am very excited about it and I cannot wait to talk about the book with you all. So yeah, don't forget to download the app, which is linked down below. That is going to be it for this video, guys, and I shall see you all next time in my next one. So goodbye, guys.